the class. So in today class we discuss font properties, color properties and text properties. Okay. So here first one, font property. So here CSS font properties define the font family, boldness, size and style of the text. Okay. Font properties define the font family, boldness, size and style of a text. Okay. So here font family, there are two types. First one generic family, second one font family. Okay. So a generic family is a group of font families with a similar look. Okay. A generic family is a group of font families with a similar look. Suppose here Times New Roman and Georgia. These two fonts have the same look. That is serif. That two fonts belongs to serif generic family. Okay. Next, Arial Black, Verdana. These three having the same look. Okay. These three belong to sans serif generic family. Okay. Likewise, Courier New and Andale Mono. These two have the similar look. Okay. So these two font families belong to the monospace. Okay. Next, Apple Chancery, Comic Sans, and Job Chancery. These three are belong to the cursive generic family. Okay. Next, Impact and Western. These two font families have the similar look. Those two font families belongs to generic family, Fantasy. Okay. So here, generic family means a group of font families with a similar look. Okay. Example, serif, sans serif, monospace, cursive, fantasy. Okay. Next, here font family, a specific font family. That is example Times New Roman, Arial, Courier New, Apple Chancery, Impact and Western. Okay. These are the different font families. Okay. Next, example to define the font property. So here we apply font Arial to the H1 tag. Okay. So that is written in the style section in the head section in HTML. Okay. So this is the example for defining the font property. Next font property is font style. Okay. So here font style property is more used to specify whether the letters shape are vertical or slanted. Okay. So here font style property is used to specify whether the letter shape are vertical or slanted. Okay. So there are different types of values for this property, that is normal, italic, oblique. Okay. Normal means the text is shown normally. Okay. Italic means the text is shown in italics. Okay. Next, oblique. Here the text is leaning. Here oblique is very similar to italic, comma, it takes normal font design and just slants it. Okay. So here font style property is used to specify whether the letters are shaped vertical or shape slanted. Okay. So three types of values for this property. First one normal, second one italic, third one oblique. Here normal means the text is shown normally. Italic means the text is shown in italics, that is curved letters. Okay. Next, oblique means here the text is leaning. Okay. Here oblique is very similar to italic, but it takes normal font design and just slants it. Okay. So these are the three types of values for the font style property. Okay. So in the font property, first one is the font family. Okay. Second one, font style. Okay. Next, third one, font variant. It specifies whether or not a text should be displayed in small caps font or not. Font variant, normal variant, small caps variant, whether text is displayed in a normal variant or small caps variant. Okay. Here remember the definition of small caps variant. So here if you give P font variant small caps, okay, that means all lowercase letters are converted into the uppercase letters. Okay. All lowercase letters are converted into the uppercase letters. Okay, and converted uppercase letters are appear in a smaller font size than original uppercase in the text. Okay, here font variant colon small caps means all lowercase letters are converted into the uppercase letters. Okay, however, these converted uppercase letters are appear in a smaller font size than compared to original uppercase in the text. Okay, so this is font variant property. There are two values. One is normal and second one is the small caps. So here normal means the browser displays normal font. This is default. The default variant is normal. Okay. Next, small caps means all lowercase letters are converted into the uppercase letters. However, that converted uppercase letters are appear in a smaller font size when compared to the original uppercase letters in a text. Okay. Next one, font size. Here the font size property specifies the size of the text. Okay. So here there are different values for this font size property. First one, XX small, that is sets the font size to XX small size. Okay. If the font hyphen size colon XX small means it sets the font size to XX small size. Okay. Next, X small sets the font size to extra small size. Okay. Here small, it sets the font size to small size. Okay. Next, medium, it sets the font size to medium size. This is default. Here medium size is the default. Okay. Next, large, it sets the font size to a large. Okay. Next, X large, it sets the font size to extra large size. Okay. Next, it sets the font size to XS large size. Okay. Next, smaller, it sets the font size to smaller size than the parent element. Okay. Next, larger, it sets the font size to larger than the parent element. Okay. Next, length, here sets the font size to fixed size in px, that is pixels. Okay, suppose here example h1 font size 40 pixels, that is here this one is the example for the value length. Okay, here we represent the length in 40 pixels. Okay, h1 font size 40 pixels, that is here value is the length. Okay. Next, percentage, it sets the font size to percent of parent elements font size. Okay, so these are the different values in the font size property. Okay, if you set the value x small, h1 braces font size colon x small. Okay, if you want to specify value in the length, h1 font size length, that is some 100 px or 40 px. Okay. Next property is font weight. It specifies the thickness of the font. It specifies the thickness of the font. Okay, the values are normal, bold, bolder, and lighter. Here, normal means it defines normal characters. This is default value. Okay. Next, bold, it defines thick characters. Okay. Next, bolder, it defines thicker characters. Okay. So bold, thick, and bolder, thicker. Okay. Next, lighter, it defines lighter characters. Okay. Here is an example. P properties font weight and value is lighter. That means it defines the lighter characters. Okay. So this is the font weight property and values in the font weight property and example of the font weight property. Okay, is it clear? Font properties. So here font properties define the font family, boldness, size, and style of a text. Okay. So here font family, this is the font family, and font style, and font variant, and font size. Okay. And font boldness. Okay. These are the different font properties and values in these properties. Next one, list properties. So here the list style type defines the type of the list item marker in a list. Suppose here values are the none, disk, circle, square, decimal leading zero, lower alpha, lower Roman, upper Roman. These are the different values in list style property. Okay. So the list style property specifies the type of list item marker in a list. Suppose here we give the unordered list. Okay. So the list items is marked as a square. Okay. So first value none, no marker is shown. Okay, disk, the marker is a filled circle. Okay, next circle, the marker is circle. Next square, here the marker is square. Okay, next decimal leading zero. Here the marker is number with leading zeros, that is 01, 02, 03, 04, 05, 06. Okay, next lower alpha, the marker is lower alpha, that is small a, small b, small c, small d. Okay, next upper alpha, that is the marker is capital A, capital B, capital C, capital D, capital E. That is list is specified as A. Capital A, Web Technologies. Capital B, Unit 1. Capital C, Unit 2. That way. Okay. Next, lower Roman. That is I's 2, 3, 4. Lower Roman numbers. Okay. Likewise, upper Roman numbers. Suppose here an example, unordered list. List style type square. Okay. Suppose if you give the list as Web Technologies Unit 1, Unit 2, Unit 3, Unit 4, Unit 5. For the Unit 1, we give the list item marker as square. Okay. Next one, list style image. If you place the image as a marker, okay, image as a marker, here values are URL and none. Here the path to image to be used as list item marker. So here UL list style image. So here image is used as the marker, that is image is used as a list number. Okay, suppose 1 Web Technologies Unit 1, 2 Web Technologies Unit 2. Okay, here in place of 1 and 2 you take images. Okay, so if you want no image, that is none. Okay, next list style position. The list style position property specifies if list item markers should appear inside or outside content flow. If you want list item markers appear in the inside, that is inside value. If you want list item markers appear outside the content, that is outside value. Okay, example is there is a unordered list UL, the list style position is inside, that is here the list item markers appear inside the content flow, that is bullets inside the content flow. Okay, so later on we see the examples. Next one, color properties. So a color property specifies the color of a text. Okay, so we can specify the color in different formats. So first one, hexadecimal code, that is RRGGBB. In the hexadecimal code, if you want to here FF00 means, okay, it is the combination of red and green color. Okay, next hexa code. So here shorter format of this hexadecimal code RR, GG, G, BB, B. Okay, so here P, we set the color 6B7 to the paragraph P, that is here 66BB77. Okay, so that color is applied to this paragraph. Okay, next RGB percentage. Syntax is RGB, RRR percentage, that is red color percentage, and green color percentage, and blue color percentage. If you apply suppose 50% red color, 50% green color, 50% blue color, what is the color comes that apply to paragraph P. Okay, next RGB absolute. Here RGB, RRR, GGG, BBB, red color, green color, blue color. So okay, so here we apply color colon RGB 0, 0, 255, that is red color 0, green color 0, and blue color is the maximum value, that is 255. Okay, so hexadecimal value 0 to 255, so we taken maximum value 255. Okay, so it is this color is green color, that is applied to the paragraph. Okay, next format is keyword, that is we give the color using, suppose if you want to give the color red, if you want to give the aqua color aqua, if you want to give the orange color orange, by using keyword. Okay, so here we specify the color in these formats. Okay, hexadecimal code, short hexadecimal code, RGB percentage, RGB absolute, and keyword. Okay, let us see the examples for these properties: color property, font property, and list property. Okay, and next color property is the background color. If you want to apply background color to your HTML page, so here body background color red. Okay, so this apply background color red to the body section in HTML. Okay, content of the web page. So let us see the output for this one. Is the code is visible or not? One of you respond in chat box. Color properties. We see the example for the color property. One of you respond in chat box. Okay. So first one, HTML root element. Next, in the head section, we give the style rules. Okay. So here we apply style color FF0000. That is hexadecimal code. Okay, so that means here FF, that is in the place of RR. So we apply red color to the H1 tag. Okay, next H2 color is hash F00, that is FF is taken as F, 00 is taken as 0, and 00 is taken as 0. That is short hexadecimal code. This is also red color. Okay, here in this example we apply red color to the different tags H1 to H5. Okay, in different color formats. Okay, so in the PPT we discuss there are 5 color formats. First one, hash FF0000, that is the hexadecimal format. Okay, so here RR GG BB, so here RR, that is FF, so that is red color. Next, FF is taken as F, 00 is taken as 0, and 00 is taken as 0, that is short hexadecimal format. Okay, next H3, here we apply RGB percentage format. So here color RGB, syntax is RGB, RR percentage, that is red color percentage. Next GGG percentage, that is green color percentage. Next BBB percentage, that is blue color percentage. Okay, so here we give the 100% of red color, R percentage, RRR percentage 100%, that is we apply red color to the H3 tag. Okay, next H4 color colon RGB 255 comma 0 comma 0, that is here this one is the RGB absolute. So here RGB 255, that is RRR value is maximum value 255, that is this color is the red color applied to the H4 tag. Okay, green color GGG value is 0, and blue color BBB value is also 0. Okay, if you give 255 comma 255 comma 0, it gives the color that is combination of red color and green color. Okay, so if you give 0 comma 0 comma 255, okay, we apply style blue color to the H4 tag. Okay, next last format is keyword, H5 color red. Here we give the red color to H5 tag. If you give suppose color colon blue, okay, it apply blue color to H5 tag. Okay, next background color property. So here we apply background color black to the body section in HTML. Okay, let us execute this one. So here black color is background color, okay, and here each one is represented in a red color. Hexadecimal code by using, okay, next by using short hexadecimal code, next by using RGB percentage, by using RGB absolute, by using keyword. Okay, here size is decreases from H1 to H5. Okay, that is levels of heading. H1 level, H2 level, H3 level, H4 level, H5 level. Okay, so this is color properties. Next one. Next one is the font property. Okay, here we apply properties font family, font weight, font style, font variant, and font size. Okay, so here there are again I take the 5 headings H1 to H5. Okay, see here H1, that is of the font hyphen family. Here font is the Arial black, that is H1 tag is represented in a Arial black font. Next H2, we apply property font weight bold, that is H2 font weight bold is represented in a bold. Okay, next we apply property font style to the this one font style italic. So font style italic, that is H3 tag is represented in a italic format. Okay, next font variant small caps. Okay, here the small caps variant is all lowercase letters are converted into uppercase letters. Here font variant small caps, that is H4 tag, are converted into the uppercase. Okay, next I give the font size to H5 tag, that is XX small. It sets the font size to XX small. Okay, let us see the output. So here this one is the output. So here first one Arial black. Okay, suppose if you give the some Times New Roman. Okay, text is converted into the Times New Roman font. Okay, next font weight. Okay, so different types of font weights are normal, bold, bolder, and lighter. Okay, next font style. So here I give the italic style. So here font style italic is represented in a italic style. Okay, next C, font variant small caps. Okay, so here I give the font variant small caps in a lowercase letters. These lowercase letters are converted into uppercase letters by using variant small caps. So here font variant small caps, okay, are converted into uppercase letters, and these uppercase letters appear in a smaller size when compared to original uppercase letters. Okay, so that is the use of variant small caps. Okay, next font size is the XX small. It sets the font size to XX small. Suppose if you want to set the font size to XX large, XX large. See here, font size is set to XX large size. Okay, if we give some percentage, font size, that is length. See, that is changed to the 100% size. Okay, so these are the font properties: font family, font weight, font style, font variant, and font size. Okay, next we see the list properties. So here list properties. So here I give the list, two lists, ordered list and unordered list. Okay, so here ordered list, the list items are unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, unit 4. Again unordered list, same list items, unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, unit 4. Here I apply style to order list as list style type upper Roman. That is, these list items are marked as a upper Roman. Okay. Next, unordered list. Unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, unit 4 are the list items. So here I mark the list items using unordered list as list style image. Okay. That is, image is represented as a marker to the these list items in unordered list. Okay. So and Roman numbers, upper Roman numbers are used to mark the these list items. Okay. So let us execute this one. So here, first one, unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, unit 4. This is a ordered list, OL. We apply style upper Roman to the this order list. That way, upper Roman 1, unit 1, upper Roman 2, unit 2, upper Roman 3, unit 3. Okay. Next, these are the unordered list. That is unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, unit 4. Okay. So here I give the image as the marker. Okay, I give the image as a marker. So image unit 1. So next image unit 2, image unit 3, image unit 4. Okay. So next one, list style position. That is, if you give the list style position inside, that means here image is inside the content. Okay, here image is appear inside the content. If you give it is as outside, see that image is appear outside the content. See the difference. If you give it is a outside, see here the image is appear outside the content. Okay. If you give it is as inside, the image is inside appear inside the content. Okay. Here, so here this one. Or if you want to change the this upper Roman to some lower Roman. See here. Lower Roman 1 unit 1, lower Roman 2 unit 2. Okay. So these are the list properties. Okay.